Okay, so we'll start the meeting May 18th at 8:08 p.m. The first item on the agenda is, well, I guess we can say welcome. Do you go by Jim or James?
Jim is good.
Jim Honeycutt as our newest member to Fair TV. And then we have the vice chairperson's report.
Right.
And
Well,
Pete, I know I'm very excited about Thursday's activity for
oh,
you.
good. You got notified. So are you going to be joining us?
I might, just
Oh,
for some entertainment.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot to report since January. Not much has gone on. We do have the upcoming meeting though on Thursday, and maybe there'll be some big news then
What upcoming meeting is that?
for the CAC. Sorry.
Ooh,
The
in person?
CAC. No, it's a Zoom,
What's the
right?
CAC? What's the CAC?
It's the cable, what's the middle
Cable
word?
Advisory Council.
Council.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, okay. Okay. I should have known that actually.
So they still have me listed as a member, so I feel like I still count. So I might go just because then it gives us more people. Um, and I did email the Board of Education and then it kind of just fizzled out. I don't think, or did they have someone? Pete, did they have someone?
There's a gentleman named Jason Lee.
Okay, so he's gonna go too, right?
Yeah, I believe he's coming from the Board of Education, right?
Right. Okay. So that's something.
Yeah,
So we
that's
have
something.
Did
more
the
representation.
did the
Right.
library board ever respond?
No,
Huh. Hmm.
I could email them again.
Can't hurt. What's on the agenda for Thursday?
What is on the agenda for Thursday? Hang on one second. Approve the minutes, chairman's comments, treasurer's report, Howard Jacobson scholarship. They're still going round and round with that, apparently.
The kids
The
will
same
be
agenda it was a year ago.
they'll
Yeah.
be in their master's programs by the time those scholarships are handed out.
So yeah, it'll be because I know not long ago they had raised the amount and doubled the number of scholarships at that amount. I remember that from last year, uh, but I just still don't know. Their big hangup was the how it was being marketed. So I'm not sure where things stand currently. But
Hmm.
okay, that's Howard Jacobson scholarship part. Extending terms of Michael Mutit and Marlene Silverstein. I guess that's up for discussion. Um, and then it looks like they'll just review the current membership openings. So
Hmm. One step at a time, I guess.
I
Yeah.
guess, but look, I mean, we're allotted 4 members, and according to this, we've got 3. If Susan, you're still on board for the CAC for the advisory council,
Three are better than one.
3
Yeah.
out of 4.
Hmm.
That's good. That's definitely moving in the right direction for us.
Yeah. Jim, there's a whole history about the CAC. I can send you some notes about it, rather than
So what's the job of the CAC? Is it to create policies for government and education to deal with cable TV? Or I'm just making this up as I go along, but
Sounds
so,
pretty
so
close.
so are they.
uh,
Yeah.
so when I taught in Westport, I had a classroom that was pretty interesting. It was a recording studio, a TV studio, and um, a radio station. If you go into your car and put on 90.3 FM, that's Staples High School. It's on 24 hours a day. And we were the head end of the educational access channel in Westport at Staples High School. So we broadcast 24 hours a day from there. It was mostly a slideshow, as you might guess. And then we also had a recording studio, a 24-track Pro Tools HD recording studio, which was an unusual classroom for me. It
That's
was
great. Great for those kids.
it was a dream job. The kids would banging on the door. There's so many of my students who are famous and have gone on to careers in media. But anyway, um, so I'm sort of familiar with Cablevision, and uh, and um, so I'm interested to see if I can help. I've had a lot of experience with media, as you might guess, but so I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to not speak too often tonight, but I just wanted to sort of just tell you that I've been there with Cablevision.
Yeah, the
Very good.
CAC that governs Westport is different than the CAC that covers
Correct.
Fairfield, and it's a whole. Trust me, it's a whole different kettle of fish. I'll send you a note
Okay.
that you can read up on it because it's been a mess, um, to put it bluntly.
Well, it was a mess in Westport too. I mean, I I'm not going to try to go into any details at this point, but it was a mess too. Okay, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Well, you should sit in this meeting if you'd like to observe, maybe.
Yeah,
Not yet. I'm
it's
I'm
a
the
real,
I'm
it's
the
a
new guy
real,
right now. I'm not going to.
Right.
Let me just get my feet on the ground first.
Fair
um,
enough.
yeah, it's kind of like watching a bloopers reel.
Accurate.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I'll
Yeah.
see you Thursday, Pete. Be a blast.
Yes, it will. Looking
Uh,
forward.
okay, the secretary's report, so we're going to approve the January 2026 minutes that I'm sure we've all read up on. I'm sure they're fine.
Yes, I move the minutes of our January 20th, 2026 meeting. Somebody want to second that motion?
I second it.
All
All
in
in
favor?
favor?
Oh, you have to call for the vote, Suzanne.
Do I'm
Yep.
so out of practice. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Terrific. Um, okay, and then Luke, your report, I don't think we have any new business, but we wanted to talk about to vote on approving the budget request for the branded apparel.
Yeah, so over the last year or so, I've been kind of thinking about getting the team some clothing and stuff because they're at every meeting, and sometimes they do shoots that are outside, like Memorial Day parade or their Christmas thing. So it's nice to have, it'd be nice to have some coats or sweatshirts or t-shirts or whatever it may be, with the Fair TV on it, so a little recognition, and just way everyone kind of looks uniform, which would be nice. I put together an invoice. I think I sent it along to you guys. It was I picked a few different options. I gave everyone kind of their pick of what they wanted out of I think I had four options: a coat, a sweatshirt, like a polo, and then like a fleece kind of thing. So I gave them the option for that, and then got the sizes, the quantity, and kind of priced it all out. And then the town recommended. I asked the town if they had any vendor that they recommended, and I was already onboarded and everything. And one of the commissioners said that he uses like LL Bean. I know they have quality stuff just from personal use. And I did get a few of the samples that we would be ordering, and it's actually pretty nice stuff. So I kind of went with that. Got the quote. So I mean, I think it turns out because there's seven of us that would be getting apparel. So I think about like if it's 3 items each average, I think came out to about $2,000 with all the custom logos and then like the logo fee and everything. So. And we do have money in the budget still to cover all that. We're actually planned. That's another topic I was going to mention. But as far as this item, yeah, we definitely have enough to cover that if it's approved by you guys.
So
I mean,
I'm sorry, Suzanne, go ahead.
oh, you go ahead, Lee.
No, I just had a couple of questions. You said in the thing you sent out that other commissions had done the same thing.
Yeah, so like there's like the Conservation Commission, they all have like a coats and sweatshirts and stuff like that that they wear to their meetings and around town.
Right. Um, and then your proposal is for the four different items for each of the seven people?
So I gave them I said pick out of the four they could, this way, each season's kind of covered. They're not going to wear a winter jacket in the summer and, vice versa. And sometimes if they wear a sweatshirt inside, they wear the coat outside in the rain, stuff like that. I just figured this, might as well do it once and get everything, all the bases covered.
I mean, I like the idea because then people know we're recording. It's like good brand.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's nice to have the recognition of who they are. Just they're not just someone random there, and like especially like I said for the shoots that aren't and the normal events where people everyone knows their faces. It's nice to they're walking around get some recognition out there.
Mhm.
So the only other thought I had was, and I can't remember, is the CAC money just melded into the overall budget, or is it?
No, so that's its own fund.
So is there enough?
That's all gone.
It's all gone.
Yeah, that's what we used the TriCasters, the two new TriCasters for this year.
Oh,
But we still have excess
Oh no,
from,
sorry, the two the new cameras I think we bought this year. Sorry.
right.
but we still have it in the budget. We
Oh,
still
yeah,
have extra. Yeah, I mean, we have a pretty,
With sufficient money to cover the rest of the year?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I like to the point where I'm actually looking at other items to buy in order, just where we kind of fall close within the year, like to upgrade some other stuff that we might need down the road, like laptops and whatnot.
mm.
Because the laptops are about some of them are up to 5 years old, so those were all bought before I started.
Remind me, when is the fiscal year end?
Fiscal year is July 1st, June 30th is the
June
last.
30th.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
So
July
that was,
1st it restarts. I know for purchasing, I think I spoke with one of the, I think, what was that? I forgot who it was, but they said if we get the last orders to them by like beginning of June, that's ideal.
yeah, so it can hit this budget.
Yeah. So
Do we want to vote on it, or Lee, do you want more questions?
No. I think I think it's a good idea. I actually, um, I thought it was important that we bring it before the commission,
Mm-hmm.
actually for Luke's protection.
Mm-hmm.
That,
yeah,
you know,
I mean, if you guys want stuff too, I could change the order. I mean, I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in too. I mean, if not, it's fine.
I don't know that I need it, but
Yeah, I don't think I need
Yeah,
it.
I just
I think it's more important that the staff has it so
Oh
that
yeah,
Yeah.
of
it's
course.
recognized by the public.
Oh yeah, of course.
How large is the staff? Just out of curiosity.
So we have 7 staff, including myself. Um,
Are these paid positions?
yeah, yeah. So I'm the manager. I get a salary, and then all the freelancers they get hourly rate based on their position, their role, and responsibilities.
I see.
And they're the ones who work the meetings and all that, and then I do all the manager side of things. I work some meetings, but the most part they're the ones doing the TriCaster broadcasting and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was at town hall the first time I had to introduce myself, and there was Christine Vitale was there, and she ran the meeting, and and there was it was in a room like, in one of the buildings. I guess
Yeah, it was probably the Sullivan Hall.
yeah, and so. But it was clear to me that somebody was sitting out in a control room pushing buttons, cutting between cameras.
Yeah, so how there's a quick rundown of how it works. So we do it a little bit differently. There's those Zoom rooms that you saw that you were in.
Yeah.
The rooms are equipped with in ceiling microphones, in ceiling speakers, and then the wall-mounted Logitech Rally cameras. That sends a Zoom feed over to our guys at Town Hall that are in the office downstairs, and so we have one staffer who runs the meeting, the Zoom meeting. They monitor the participants, they mute, unmute, etc. Add people in who need to join the meeting, and then there's another staffer who is in the office itself, who's taking in the feed, putting in the lower thirds, and then broadcasting out to YouTube Live as well as the cable channels.
Got it. Well, it's going to take me a while to learn all this stuff, but we had this
Yeah,
sort of the same thing in Westport. We had robotic cameras that we covered Board of Ed meetings with, and there was a guy on a TriCaster that was that had robotic control over each of the cameras, which was nice because there were presets, so we could push a button and get a zoom.
Yeah, so it's like essentially what they have, all the locations for the most part have those PTZ cameras, and that can be controlled by either the person in the room or the person at in the FairTV office with a web interface, so they can adjust the cameras, move them as need be, and stuff like that. So that's why you'll see like the camera switching. That's done switching based on like the Zoom feed. So each camera shows up as a participant, and then we just toggle between the different angles like that.
Gotcha. Listen, I want to hold up your meeting, but I'd like to probably sit in on some of that stuff at some point.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just to watch them at work. But
yeah, of course.
Let's move on with the meeting. I'm sorry to hold you guys up, but
no,
as I said, this is all new to me. Okay.
Luke, can you remind me the amount so I can put it in the
for the exact amount, because I'll resend you this because they sent me, I guess it's a $75 they have to make the logo, so they didn't include that in the first one, so it turns out to be $2,051.63.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm gonna send that.
motion to approve the spending for the FairTV branded clothing.
I'll second.
Clothing.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great.
And then the other thing too, like I said, we have 2 months left on the fiscal year. So I kind of estimated out, how much spending we have and how much we have left. And if everything kind of spends out the way the last few months is, we are expected to be under budget again. Probably by like, give or take maybe 10,000, just because we had some carryover from last year, and the CAC money kind of covered some of the expenses that we anticipated this year. So give or take about 10,000 left over. Might be more, might be less. I just kind of ballparked it. So the other thing, I have to talk to see exactly when that would be. It would be because how we pay out the vendors is each freelancer gets like a PO at the beginning of the year. It's the estimated of how much they're expected to be paid out throughout the whole year. And then basically if it's under, over, that closes out at the end of the year. And then that's where the extra money comes in. So like if one of the guys was expected to make, just for numbers, 5,000, he only made 4,000 based on his hours. That's an extra 1,000 at the end of the year after everything closes out. So I could talk to the finance to get a better idea of what exactly we have at the end of the year. And then the next item I would probably recommend is getting new laptops. The ones we have, like I said, most of them are 4 or 5 years old. I haven't bought any since we started, so that's at least 3 years old. Like I said, it's definitely, we use them every day. A couple of us use them more intensely than others, but I think it'd be nice to get an actual good laptop in there.
How many do you think you would be looking for?
I would probably, again, based on how much money we have left, we could do a partial buy. I mean, if we don't have enough to do the whole fleet, we could always just save some of the CSC money to use for that. Because I'd like to get a good good machine for us.
Absolutely.
So I did quote one out. I spoke with the IT manager over at Town 2, and he found one based on my specs for about, give or take, 2,000. That's unfortunately that's what they are nowadays. It's like, cost of laptops are through the roof. So that would
How many
be,
do we have total? Just
so
working.
right now, hang on, let me pull up exact numbers. Let's see. Right now, we have a total of 7 laptops. So, like I said, some of our freelancers aren't every day. They're kind of need be backups, so they really don't have a laptop. They would just kind of use one that we have on hand. We have a couple of the staff that they work more frequently, so they take them with them to the meetings and whatnot. And then I know like Jeff is our main guy. He does a lot of work outside on that laptop. So like definitely, I would say at least 4, maybe 4 or 5. If we could do all 7, that'd be great. But again, we'd have to see how much we have left over at the end of the day to be able to do a full swap like that. Yeah, the newest one we have is from 2022, so that's 4 years old.
Yeah, it's a good idea to swap them out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we did the desktops actually 2 years ago now, and that was kind of a big swap because the like the ones that we had were old, so the kind of laptops are up to time to get updated. So again, I don't know. I can't tell you specifics. Again, I'll have to reach out to the finance guy. Maybe next, I'll reach out to see when we have to make that last purchase. But I think after the next invoices are due this weekend, so I should have a better idea of what one more month would looks like and how much we should have left over. And again, when I talked to the guy, he said if we're under budget, it's not, they're not going to get mad at us, So like, he said if anything, they're just going to thank us and then move on. It's not going to affect anything moving forward. If we're a couple $1,000s under budget, it's not going to affect what we get next year or whatnot because that's already approved essentially.
That's good.
Yeah, so I'd rather be on. I mean, like I said, I went to school for business, so like I'm always a stickler on being under budget. So I mean, I know some people have different views on that, and I always try to save where you can and keep everything budget tight.
Do we need to vote on that for the computers or
It's up to you guys, I guess. I mean,
it seems like a necessary expense, so
yeah.
I guess we should probably get the details on
know how many to
right what we think we might be able to get done. But maybe do we save the vote for when that's available, when that info is available next for the next meeting or whatever?
The only thing I worry about is like if they get back to me and they say, okay, we need that final purchase before the meeting, that last meeting, you know what I mean? Like what's the next one? June, like end of June or something?
right.
I'm curious, what kind of computers, what do you use these computers for? Is it for video editing or is it?
Yeah, so I do a lot of video editing. A couple of the other staffers use video editing, so encoding and rendering and stuff like that. So
are they PCs or Macs?
PCs.
Well, PCs. So that's using Premiere?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the town. So that's the one thing we are technically under IT. So any laptop or desktop purchase needs to go through them first because it's on their network and like again, the desktops we bought, they had to approve of the purchase of the device itself. So, like for the TriCasters, that's different, I guess. They don't approve that. I mean, because they're not, they're not actual laptops for them to manage.
Who pays for the TriCasters? Is that the town?
We use the some of the CAC money to pay for those,
Okay.
and then I think I forgot. I think we use some of the town money to pay for the remainder of what was left over, because we did that 2 years ago. We got two new TriCaster TC1 Pros.
So what do you think? Because I see what Luke's point is. If there is a deadline to submit a purchase order to the town before we meet again,
I mean, you could, I don't know how it works, but you could always vote on the option to buy new laptops with whatever remaining money is or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. If we know that it's under, that we're gonna come in at budget or a little under, that we use that money to purchase the laptops. As many as fit into that number, right?
Yeah.
Have you spec'd out the laptops that you want?
Yeah. Yes, I could send you guys that too. It's Lenovo ThinkPad. So Lenovo ThinkPad Ultra Core 7, GPU, 32 gigs of RAM, 1 TB SSD.
so
You have to excuse me. I'm an Apple guy.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah,
Okay.
I my main job is IT, so I use both. I work on both. So
Yeah, I've been editing with Final Cut since it came out in the year 2000.
okay, yeah, I prefer Premiere, but it's everyone has their own. Teach their own.
Well, I actually I taught Premiere for a couple of years, but then I got away from. We went back to Final Cut. So
Yeah,
but it's been a while. My son-in-law is a Premiere guy,
yeah.
but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay,
so I'll make a motion that Luke be authorized to purchase as many computers as possible without going over budget.
that sounds reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll second it.
Can
All
you
in
live with
favor?
that? Can you live with that, Pete?
Yeah, I mean, if keeping it open ended like that, like I think it's necessary and important, and certainly I would approve getting them. I just I guess my question was leaving it open ended and then voting on it and passing that vote through without having a number for the cost of each unit and how many units and where we are for the budgeting standpoint in terms of what that dollar number is. But yeah, if keeping it open ended is an option that we're all comfortable with, then yes, I would vote for that as well.
Now I lost track of who seconded it. Did you, Suzanne?
I think I seconded it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Uh,
All right, so that's approved. So Luke, keep us posted what happens with
Yeah,
that.
like I said, I'll reach out this week and get some more information on that. Again, it's tough to get a clear cut number because I mean the price of these things are fluctuating like every day basically, and then depending on how much money we have left over, that can fluctuate too. So like I said, I'll get a set date of when we need it by, and then I'll get the finance to pull a report to see how much money we have left. Based on when we need to when it needs to be due by kind of thing. So, and then the last thing I have, I think I sent it to, or were you on? You think you were on that email, Suzanne, about the Jen sent about that meeting coverage?
Right.
So I wasn't sure. Let me see what that was. That was, I think it was like a state meeting again, or state town meeting.
Yeah. wasn't it, didn't we decide it was too soon?
No, that was that was the other one. We already denied that one.
Okay,
But this one is it came from Jen Carpenter in the first select woman's office. It's a let me see. It's a state town hate crime community forum. It's at they asked for coverage of it. I guess it's the first select person, the police chief, the state attorney, the state senate senior director of external affairs and engagement.
is this a one-off forum?
I'm not too sure. They didn't really say.
When is it?
It's June 11th.
Do we have staff to do it?
I asked the usual staff that we would have covering. Both of them already have prior engagement, so I'd have to try to get one of the backups to cover it if it gets approved.
And where is it?
It is at the Board of Ed Zoom room, so that's not too big of a deal.
Is it in our scope, do we think?
I mean, it's tough because it comes from first select person's office, so
Right.
that kind of maybe, but if it's a state meeting, that's kind of where it gets sticky, right? I mean,
Yeah, they don't have their own coverage.
The state wouldn't cover it up, I think.
It wouldn't be like, I mean, I guess in principle, if we can find someone, I'd be okay
yeah.
with it.
Do you want me to? I mean, I could forward everyone. I could just share my screen if you want to everyone. I put in the chat. Yeah, I just put in the chat, so that should.
Okay.
So you could see exactly what.
Oops.
I mean, I think if we have the staff, it seems like something we should do.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when it comes from
yeah,
the first select person's office, kind of, I mean, honestly, if it's not that big of an ask, they're not asking for it to be live or
right,
they just kind of want. It's almost like they just want a recording of it.
right.
I mean, essentially, someone could host that remotely. You know what I mean? If push came to shove, and then we could edit it after the fact, like put the lower thirds and name cards and all that on.
But you'd still post it on FairTV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can find the staff, I'd be in favor of it.
Okay.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, I'll reach out and see what we can do.
Okay. Is there anything else we need?
I guess there's a approval of the coverage
Oh,
depending on staff, right?
yeah. So I'll make a motion to approve the coverage on what day is it? Sorry, June 11th.
June 11th. Yeah.
If we can find the staffing.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Okay. Let us know, Luke, if we end up.
Yeah, I'll reach out tonight and see what I can find.
Okay.
But usually, like I said, it usually works out. So we should be able to get someone. Like I said, even if it's just record and then upload after the fact, which is kind of what they want. So, should be fine.
Okay. Is there anything else? I'm looking at my agenda here. If not, our next meeting is June 15th, I believe.
Mm,
June, God, what's my calendar? Yeah, June 15th at 8 p.m. So if we don't have anything else, I'll make the motion to adjourn at 8:43 p.m.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. I guess that's
Oh,
it. It's-
one that's this,
Oh.
Luke, do you need to send a new thing for the clothing?
Oh yeah, did I send it? I think I forwarded it to you guys. Your email?
You sent the earlier one, but you said that you had to change it.
No, I just reset. The one that I just sent is the one. That's the right one. That has the extra fee in there for the logo.
Oh, I see. The pro forma invoice, is that
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what was? Oh, I don't know if we have to vote on this, but Suzanne, remember the contract thing that Jen sent?
Oh, yeah.
But
I don't-
they won't approve our budget to the 26th anyway, so that's when, assuming it gets approved, that's when we have to go through and readjust my contract and re-sign it
Okay.
and all that stuff. But I mean, and I don't need that. You don't have to vote on it.
Right.
Just so I just want to let you give you a heads up. I have the old one, so I just have the attorney adjust the numbers and then the dates and everything. And then I think you just have to sign it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Suzanne, do you want to sign the clothing thing? You want me to? I don't really care.
Doesn't matter. Whoever sees it first.
Yeah, oh yeah, so that's what you meant. Yeah. I'll put the new quote in the form so you could sign it, Lee or Suzanne.
Okay.
Okay.
I know that's what you meant, right, Lee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll readjust that tomorrow and I'll send it over.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Hey,
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys.
have a great
Have a
week.
good night.
Good to meet you, Jim.
I still
Yeah,
have a
nice
lot.
to meet you, Jim.
I still have a lot to learn, guys, but send me as much information as you can just so I can maybe at some point begin to be helpful with, okay?
All right.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Okay.
Too. Bye.
Bye.